Hello guys, so we are continuing from where we left off. So here what we are going to do is like take the IP address again using ifconfig, copy the IP address and then put it on something called MobaXterm. Now I'm pretty sure that you would have already configured MobaXterm or install MobaXterm on your system. So once you have installed MobaXterm on your system, I'll share that screen. So I have installed MobaXterm on my system. I hope you can see my screen now. So my screen is not visible properly. One second, let me re-establish MobaXterm. Okay, still it's having problem. Let me see what I can do here. Okay, so I've fixed the problem. Now you can see the MobaXterm here. So now this should be the exact interface it should look like. Right click on the user, click on new session, click on SSH, click on hostname as whatever the IP address you've copied from the virtual machine. Just take the virtual machine again, copy the IP address. I'm going back to the virtual machine to copy the IP address, paste the IP address over here. Here specify username, put it as user, and then go over to bookmarks, change this to as user, as-host1, and then in the brackets you can give as user as the username. So this session will be saved over here as VAS user and give the password here as VAS user. When you're doing this for the first time, you will be asked a question to save the master password or to show the master password. So do not worry about it. The master password will make sure that your servers are your passwords, you don't have to re-enter them because that will be saved in the repository of MobaXterm, and to access that repository, that master password will be used. So do not worry about it. Just give a password which you can remember or which you can use very often. So now that you have accessed the MobaXterm, it is going to be very useful for you. So you can actually go back to your virtual machine. Let me share my screen on the virtual machine. You can go back to the virtual machine. You can just go to the power section and then lock or log out. So you can even log out from the virtual machine. You don't need to log into the virtual machine anymore because we have completed the complete setup of SSH, and it is all coming under this currently. Once again, I'm sharing my screen for MobaXterm. Alright, so now I have the host. Now the next item is to transfer the softwares into the server and have them copied into a secured location. So normally we use a folder /opt slash opt. In this folder normally we keep all the softwares. So now remember that opt is owned by a root user. So if you want to keep a software over here, you need to make sure that you have to create a folder as a normal user, which is VAS user. So if I do make directory A, it will come as permission denied. So you need to do sudo make directory as VAS-installation, or you can create a folder called installation, and then you can have all the installation related items over here, and then you can create a folder called patches and then have all the patches over there. So this will help you out to sort out the items which is required for you, and then you can also create a folder called IBM. So this, why we are creating this folder as IBM is because when we do the installation, we will be asked for folder to select. So we will be selecting IBM folder. Now that you have used sudo to create these folders, it will be as the user called root. So you need to change ownership, sudo chown vas user colon vas user, and then you can give a star. So this will change the ownership of all the folders. I would recommend creating all these things in one shot, because when you do this in one shot, you will end up don't have to give password every time for sudo, because there will be a timing where you may, after that specific timing, you may have to give the password again. So if you do all these things together, it won't ask you for password every single time. Now you have all the folders created. Now you can check the disk space on this particular partition, which is about 27 GB, which is available, which should be enough for you to copy your WebSphere application server, IHS, installation manager, and everything else. So in the next video, we will see how to do all those other things, but we are pretty much good for this video, and we know what we are prepared for the installation. Thank you so much.